as you have asked for some dollars, or as you have asked for some wellness, you cannot stand in this place saying, I want something that is over there, and get there. Because as you stand here, so aware of how it feels to be here without what's over there, and what's over here is so activated within you, it's the common mood or attitude that you hold. Even though you're saying, I want that, you're exuding more energy about this. And law of attraction is answering your vibrational outpouring. So occasionally you say, I really want that because I don't like this. But if the because I don't like this is the dominant vibration, then you can't get that. And so the art of allowing is about being aware of where your vibration is and gently, steadily moving it more and more and more and more and more toward what you desire. It's about gently but consistently modifying your vibrational output so that it matches your desire and who you really are more often than it matches the absence of who you are and what you want. So we know it is not an easy thing to be standing in a situation that is not pleasing. Maybe there's something happening with your body. And your body is so often with you that it's hard for you to get your attention from it. So you find yourself thinking about it. You may have even gone to some specialist who has looked at it and amplified it and diagnosed it and given your body a particularly disturbing label. And then you might be talking to your friends about it who know people who have experienced it. And then you might be recalling your familiar history about it. And so without realizing it, you may be talking about your current state of physical condition quite a bit. In fact, you find yourself feeling this is just the way that it is. This is the way that it is. And we say, well, if that's the way that it is, and that's the way that you feel that it is, it can't move very far from that because you've got your radio dial set on 98.6. That's what you're going to keep hearing. Well, you say, well, how can I get off this? How can I activate a different vibration? And we say, remember a different time, or imagine a different time, or observe someone else having a different time. Focus in some way that deactivates your concern about your health. Well, how can I deactivate something? By activating something else. Because when you say, I'm going to deactivate my concern about health, you've activated it. When you say, I'm not going to think about it anymore, you're thinking about what you're not going to think about. When you say, no, I want not that, you've included that in your vibration. So the key to being the experiencer of what you want is to think about what you want, or at least, don't think about what you don't want. So that's sort of the tricky part, because every subject is really two subjects, isn't it? It's what you want and what you don't want, all on the same subject. There is health and lack of it. There is abundance and lack of it. There is clarity and lack of it. And so sometimes when you've been beating the drum of something for quite a while, you talked about it when you were little, you talked about it with your mother, you talked about it with your family, it's part of your family history. You've talked about it with your friends, it's manifesting all around you. It's sort of the drum that you're beating. It's the drum that you're beating. It's the drum that you're beating. So as you're beating this drum and practicing the beating of that drum, and then you say, oh, but I don't want this, I want that. I don't want this, I want that. I don't want this, I want that. We say, somehow or other, you got to turn over here and start beating a different drum. You've got to start speaking the words and feeling the feelings and thinking the thoughts of wellness in order to experience wellness. Or at least you've got to stop beating the drum of not wellness. So here's something that we think many of you could benefit from immediately that you are not quite yet understanding or at least doing, and that is, you don't have to beat the drum of wellness in order to be well, but you have to stop beating the drum of illness. So you could beat the drum of pretty roses, or you could beat the drum of petting your cat, or you could beat the drum of being in love, or you could beat the drum of a new hobby, or you could beat the drum of a book you're enjoying, or you could beat the drum of putting your feet in the lake. You could beat the drum of all kinds of things that feel good and leave the subject of your physical body completely off the drum table for a little while. You don't have to think about your body being well for your body to be well. But you've got to stop thinking about your body not being well. So just distract yourself. Find some aspect of your life that is working. And here is the key to allowing all things that you want. Find something that works and beat the drum of it. Because when you beat the drum of something that works, you activate that feeling of success. You activate that feeling of well-being about something working. And when that is activated within you, all of the subjects that you've been saying you want begin to fall into alignment because your resistance has subsided, because you have found something to activate that aligns you with Source, that aligns you with who you are. You do not have to come forth in a conscious manner and figure out what's gone wrong and make it right. You just have to find something that feels right to you, activate it in your vibration, and all things that are in alignment with well-being will begin flowing to you. There is so much that is before you. The culminations that have been lined up will just knock you over. There is no limit to the well-being that you deserve and that is flowing to you. You just got to find some way of letting it in the crack of least resistance, or in the crack of most allowance. So when we talk about allowing, what we're really talking about is relaxing and letting in the well-being that you want and deserve. Relaxing and letting it in. We're talking about no longer trying so hard to make things happen, and relaxing more and allowing the well-being to happen. And that's not the easiest thing for many of you, because you've been beating the drum of justifying your existence for quite a long time. You've been taught that in order to be good, you must do these things and you must not do those things. And many of you have got yourself in a sort of rigid place where you are really trying hard to make things happen. And the art of allowing is more about understanding that there is no virtue in making things happen, because you're not here to prove anything. You are already known as blessed beings. You're already known as worthy, deserving, genius, conscious creators. You didn't come forth into this leading edge, time-space reality to fix something that is broken. You came forth to enjoy your creative license. You came forth in what you saw to be the perfect balance of variety that would stimulate and inspire your personal preference, which would automatically emanate from you, which is what is accounting for the expansion of the universe. And as it radiates from you, the thrill of that energy moving through you is what you wanted. And you knew that as that energy moved through you and as you aligned with it, that there would be physical manifestations all around you. And you liked the idea of that hands-on creating. But not once from your non-physical perspective did you say, I'll go forth and make that earth place a better place. Because from your non-physical perspective, you knew that it was perfect and ever-changing. You knew that it was perfect and expanding. And you knew that the variety would be the very thing that would stimulate the desire within you. And you knew that once the desire emanated from you, that law of attraction would summon unto it the source energy that is necessary for the fulfillment of it. And you knew that you would never get it done. And you knew that you could never get it wrong. And the reason you knew so clearly that you would not get it wrong is because you knew you could not get it done. You knew that if you stood in a place which you deemed unfulfilling or not enough, that from that very place would emanate from you a desire which would have more summoning power. And you knew that you would constantly amend your ever-changing desire. You knew that, and you said, I want to go forth and continue the joyous expansion of me and of all that is. So here you are as physical beings, so often measuring your progress against one another. And that is perhaps the most interesting and humorous, and we don't mean that in a mocking way, but it is really quite funny to see so many of you who are absolutely unique in your desire, who have the ability to summon into you anything that you want, now standing and comparing yourself to one another, as if each other had anything to do with you. The only alignment that is necessary for anyone to create anything is the alignment between their own desire and their own habit of thought. That's all. You just got to line up you with you. That's all. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about it. It doesn't matter what anybody else has done, because Source answers you specifically and directly and individually and consistently, always. Source is answering you. So, as you look at others and their accomplishments or their experiences, good or bad, inspires within you your specific focus of what you desire. as those desires emanate from you, in the moment that they flash forth from you, that signal is received by Source and answered. You just got to keep yourself in sync with your own signal of desire. And that's what the art of allowing is. It is being sensitive to the way I feel and holding myself in the vibrational range of my own desire. So how do you know when you're in range with your desire? You feel great. How do you know when you're not? You don't feel so great. It really is that simple. The way you feel is your measuring barometer of the vibrational content between you and you. We talk about the physical you and we talk about the non-physical you as if they are two separate points, and they are really not. The non-physical you is you, and you is the non-physical you. In other words, you are consciousness expressing in this physical body. And so we really want to blur the line between what is the non-physical you and what is the physical you, because they really are one and the same thing. The better you feel, the more you're allowing you in this moment. The worse you feel, the more you're not really allowing who you are. It's sort of like putting a kink in your hose. That's why negative emotion always feels empty. Doesn't fear feel empty? Doesn't anger feel empty? And doesn't love feel full or fulfilling? In other words, when you are appreciating, when you are loving, you are full of who you really are. And you are allowing the fullness of all of that consciousness to be focused right here and now. We call that being in alignment with who you are. We call that being the extension of the Source that is you. We call that being fully present. We call that God force in you. We call that allowing who you really are to flow. We call that the natural state of human existence. We call that being clever, good timing. We call it healthy. We call it loving life. You call it passionate. You call it fulfilled. You call it being in love. In other words, you can feel when you are allowing the fullness of who you are. And so the art of allowing is allowing what? Allowing you to be you. Allowing the full Source that is you to be focused here in this moment. And friends, after you dabble with this a little bit consciously, and you begin to consciously allow the full presence of who you are in every moment, or in most moments, or in any moments, those moments are delicious moments. Everything is more beautiful. Everything is more meaningful. You extract more from the moment. You give more to the moment. Life is delicious under those conditions. So, we are eager to talk with you about anything that is important to you. You will discover a lovely unfolding here. We will together, today, we are certain, take thought beyond that which it has been before. It is our desire to assist you in coming into full alignment with who you really are and what you currently desire. We will not be big encouragers of beating the drum of an issue, although we do understand that some small discussion about it for point of framework is necessary. We also want to say to you that you don't need a gathering like this in order to receive full clarity about any subject. When you ask, it is always given. A gathering like this is a opening of a vortex, and when a group of human friends assembles as you have, with your full connection to Source right along with you, and together we focus upon a topic here and a topic there, there is tremendous synergism that happens as one who is in the chair begins to speak, and then others begin to offer vibrationally their agreement or their questioning too. It is an exhilarating experience for Source to focus in an environment like this, to literally take thought beyond that which it has been before. And we want you to hear that. When we call this co-creating at its best, while we are eager to give you our perspective on anything that is important to you, and while often our perspective is helpful, it is equally valuable as you add your perspective. For after all, you are on the leading edge of thought. And without the leading edge, there is no place for that which is Source to follow. So often, in a gathering like this, you see yourself as incomplete, needing to catch up with something. And we want so much for you to turn that around in your mind and realize that you are out here on the nitty-gritty of the leading edge. And the experiences that you are having are unique unto you.